Hey guys, this is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the project we're making today. Okay, so this is the same project as week 10 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. It's just a bigger berry box. Okay, so the following video was filmed live. Feel free to fast forward, pause, or rewind. And I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks a lot. The stamp set that we're using is Festive Post. And yeah, okay, so let's get started. The supplies are, where's my inspiration sheet? Okay, Trim in the Town Designer Series paper, 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So this smaller size here, this was 6 by 6, okay? Our larger size is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then we have another pattern of the same paper pack that is 12 by 1. And then some Whisper White. So the project we're making is pretty simple. It's a quick get her done project, which is my most favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Simply Scored scoring tool and I'm going to score this at 2 3/4 on all 4 sides. So 2 3/4. Now for the 12 by 1 strip, I'm going to score that at 1/2 inch. Oh, my October 1st through 15th host code. Go ahead and move that out of the way. Okay, we'll set these aside for a few minutes and let's go ahead and stamp. I am using a photopolymer stamp set today, so I've got my Stampin' mat here. I'm using 2 colors of ink. Misty Moonlight and Old Olive. Okay, here's the tree. And here's the car and tree. And then here's the grading. Okay, so first I'm gonna stamp. Hopefully y'all like this. I just designed this morning and I'm like, it makes sense to me. See? Now we're gonna close the Misty Moonlight so that I don't accidentally stamp the wrong thing and open up my Old Olive, and then I'm going to ink up the tree and I'm going to stamp it on top, okay? Now I'm going to take the greeting. You can use any of the greetings, but this is the one I chose to use today. It was a little crooked, but it'll be fine. No one's going to look at it and say, yuck. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now we're going to take the Essential Tag Punch and we're going to cut that out. I think this was like the only punch I could use in our current selection that would work for this. So Essential Tag. Then we're going to take a 1/8 circle punch. I got this at Walmart since we don't carry it anymore in our catalog. Okay, so I've punched the top of that. Now let's fold on the score lines. And I want my bone folder. Isn't it so cute? So I was thinking about using Real Red today, and I'm like, well, wait a second. The last 2 holiday projects that I shared with you guys, I used Real Red or Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. So I'm like, okay, it's time to show y'all another blue project since this color is in this beautiful paper pack. Okay, now I need my scissors and we are going to remove the 4 corners, okay? It's a little challenging seeing those lines with this print, but I'm trying. last one. Oops, I did cut this one crooked. Oh well. It's a berry box, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, we can save these for something else. So here's our box. Now, let's fold this piece in half. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is place, well, really what I'm going to do first is go ahead and make like my score marks. So I'm going to place it right there on the edge, and I'm going to bend it back. So that's my score line. Then I'm going to place this one here, leaving a little bit of a gap, and I'm going to fold and create that score line. Same thing. Okay, last one. Now, so I have this, let me show you. Your seam's going to be in the back, okay? If you want, you could do it like this, but it makes it a little bit more challenging. So I say, let's just stick the whole thing down, and then you're going to overlap that just a tad. The back of the box always doesn't look perfect, but it's still a beautiful project. Now I need my adhesive. So last week when I tore my paper, I had forgotten the rule of using this. During the move, I just kind of forgot. And I do have a heavy hand. So last week when y'all saw me rip my paper, it was because I was pressing hard. This needs a light touch. So just roll it across ever so slightly, and it won't rip your paper. When you're ready to stop, just stop, okay? Now this is the most challenging part, is getting this on here so that it don't actually stick to everything else. So what I'm going to do is lay this flat, and I'm going to place this here, okay? And then I'm going to go around the box. So hopefully this is a little bit easier of an explanation than how I did the little Frankie the other day. Sometimes it's hard to word things, especially when you're filming. Okay. Now, before we attach that final section, what we need to do is take our scissors and cut the slits in the corners, okay? Just to that far, okay? Wait, this one here. I'm going to fold that down, fold that down, fold that down. And now this one we want to attach before we fold it down. So now we want to give that a cut. Oh, that was a little crooked. Oh well, it'll be okay. We're going to have to trim that one. Like I said, the back of the box, well, it's the back, right? Okay, now let's give it a little squash. Isn't that like those little paper lantern thingies? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's like a paper lantern, actually. That gives me an idea. This would make a cute, that make a cute ornament? I don't know. Okay, so that's the back. Turn that thing around, and here's the front. Now, lots of candy will fit in here. I always kind of sort of like to keep things in the same color family. Although this is obnoxious blue and this is beautiful big misty moonlight. But when I'm creating, I do try to stick to the same colors. So these Ghirardelli chocolates would go beautifully with it. This is our most favorite. Dark chocolate with sea salt caramel. Actually, dark chocolate sea salt, not the caramel. The caramel has dairy. I can't have the dairy. Anyway, but I only have one and it don't fill up the bag. So I want to show y'all how much this will hold. So I'm taking the 3x9 printed gusseted bags, and I'm adding 2 packs of the Oreos. I saw those again at Target when I was there yesterday, so they do still have them. And now I'm taking 2 ribbons. I'm taking the Misty Moonlight in color ribbon. This is really soft ribbon. And then of course, my favorite, the metallic mesh. Some of y'all that used one of my September host codes will be getting a roll of this any day now. I shipped them on Saturday. Okay, so I'm gonna tie a bow, but first I'm gonna make a knot. So, okay, there's my knot. Now I'm gonna take my image here and I'm gonna thread it. Whew, that is a lot of ribbon. And I'm gonna thread it through here. Ruh-roh. And now I'm going to tie the bow. Yes, I know what I'm doing. I did it earlier, but I flustered myself when I was noticing how much ribbon I was kind of wasting there. Okay, so stop talking, Angie. Sometimes when I think too hard about tying a bow, then I can't tie it. I just have to do it on auto mode. Okay, so now we need to add some more bling since we've got some bling going on. What in the world is that? Oh, did the ribbon stain that? This is a sand eraser. And it's supposed to take off ink when you get it in places you don't want it. Okay. Now, bling. Where's my take your pick tool? It is right here. It's behind my iPad. Okay, we're adding 3 rhinestones. Well, goodness gracious. Okay. What is different about this project? Something's looking different. I don't know what. We'll compare them in just a minute. I'm putting it on the wheel. Isn't that cute? I tried the white ones first, the white, all the trimming, whatever thingies they are. But the rhinestone looked so much better. Okay, so back of the box, front of the box. And this comes out like that. It's hard for you to see because it falls out if I, hey, where'd my rhinestone go? It went flying somewhere. Okay, let me hold it up so you can see it. So yeah, our ribbon is not the best on this one. There we go. That's better, right? Now, so y'all have a great day. Thank you so much, and I will see you later. Thank you.